No. Hello everyone, I'm Nigel A. James. It's story time again. And today's story is simply called Hansi Seiler. It's a very moving story, I'm sure you'll agree, but I hope you enjoy it. So let's be on our way. Hansi Seiler. Hansi had moved. His new flat was generous and the rooms were perfect in every way, very big and very generous, and Hans's view of St. Stephen's Cathedral across the roofs of Vienna was second to none. And now, 3 months later, Hansi was having his house-warming party, a dinner for his closest of friends and his mother. The menu was simple: cream of pumpkin soup, chicken in red wine sauce, and fruit salads to finish. A meal that was easy to cook and everyone liked. And then, on the day of the party, Hansi got up very early. There was much to be done: cleaning the flat, laying the table, and of course going shopping with a very long list. And at just after 4, Hansi started his work in the kitchen. The cutting up of the vegetables, the seasoning of the meat, and so on and so forth. And then came the time to put the meat in the oven to cook. And then came the shock. Hansi's stove didn't work. It was completely broken. Hansi tried everything. He turned the stove on and off and on and off and on and off again and again. He twiddled all the knobs and he prayed, but nothing. The stove stayed definitely dead, and being a Saturday afternoon, there was absolutely no chance of repair. But that's not the end of the story. We all arrived at 7 on the dot, but there was no smell of cooking to greet us, and no welcoming drink. Hansi told us to keep our coats on. We were all going out. And off to the guest house we went. We had a wonderful Viennese guest house meal. Viennese guest house cooking, after all, is amongst the finest in the world. Hansi was happy, and we were happy. A great celebration for Hansi's new flat. A housewarming party in a guest house, and not in the house being warmed. An original first. And Hansi's stove? Hansi never had it repaired. It just wasn't worth it. Cooking for him was never to be. And guesthouse cooking speaks louder than words. The taste is always sensational. There's no preparation. There's always a choice. And there's no cleaning up. Just right for bachelor living. And the food Hansi bought? Hansi's mother took it all home and put it in her freezer. Nothing was wasted. And this is a party I've never forgotten. Hansi's house-warming party. Stove that was broken, a wonderful meal, a wonderful evening, an original story from life. And that's my story for now. Thank you very much for listening, and of course for watching as well. I'll be back soon. Until then, bye-bye for now.